Hello my little sugar snookums, welcome to my first chat and chill video because we're going to chat and chill and do our bullet journal setups for the next week or for whenever you want. But I thought it would be cool to have a less produced video and just really chat and chill with you guys while I set up my weekly meal plan, because I've been trying to make sure that I don't throw away food and that I actually eat a little bit healthier, which is very important because I just had a really bad stomach bug, hospital visits included, so I need to hone in on eating healthier. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in this video. So if you're lacking some motivation and inspiration, go get your bullet journal gear because we're gonna chat and chill and journal. All right, let's go. So first off, I have myself a little snack here, which is a little ironic because I said I wanted to eat healthier, but this isn't necessarily like an unhealthy snack. It's basically, in Dutch we call this a pastei. I think in English you would say a panada. It's an Indonesian snack. It's filled with vegetables and some chicken and some rice noodles. So that's what's in here. That's gonna be my journal snackety snack. And also my first meal of the day. And then I have some vanilla tea. I love vanilla tea with a little bit of honey. And we need to get this bag out because it's been chilling out there long enough. And like I said, I want to do my meal plan setup. As you can see, this is the meal plan setup that I used for this week, for this last week, because we're going into a new week, the second week of November. And where is my first one? Oh, this is a first meal plan setup that I created, but as you can tell, I find it quite ugly. I did like the color scheme here, but this like pale lilac and then very like harsh pink lilac. And then here is like my inventory, like what's in my fridge, what's in my cupboards, because I really want to start finishing what I buy. I don't throw away that much food, but I just want to make it even better because #minimalism. So this was my first spread, and as you can see, I just had a lot of space left. And I was like, I want to change that. So on my second spread, I thought I'd make like cute, like how these like boxes, but then I also had a lot of space left because I didn't have fruit in the house. I didn't write down any recipes, and I didn't have a shopping list because I have my shopping list on my phone because I use the supermarket app for that. And then this one, I didn't use that as much this week because my stomach was really acting up, because this is where I actually write down and plan my meals in. But yeah, I don't think this is very pretty, so I'm gonna find a way to make it look a little bit better and also more practical. I quickly want to say that this is my personal journal. So in the new year in 2020, I am going to not do this in my personal journal anymore, but in my bullet journal for work, business, and just household stuff. Because in my personal journal, I really write down my thoughts and feelings as well. I have some pages here that are really just about how I feel, and I don't want to bring that to work because my other new bullet journal is really going to be work, business, and then household stuff, like I said. And I don't really care if someone at work sees that I want to do vacuum cleaning on Thursday. Like, I don't care, but they don't get to read my personal stuff. So that's why I'll have two journals. But because I have to like finish this first journal, I've been working with this one since 2019. So I've been just practicing like spreads for my new bullet journal in here so that I'm a little bit more prepared and make sure that it looks good. All right, I just took a bite of my little panada. Look at it, it's so tasty. I really hope you have a snack too, because then we can snack together. All right, guys, be prepared because my journal is not gonna be super pretty, especially not this one, because this is a setup I want to do every Sunday. Just quick and easy before the new week begins. So I am going to try and make it look pretty, but if it's actually gonna look pretty, I don't know. I think I want to use one of these banners to create an inventory header, because if I know what's in my cupboards, I will actually use it. If I know what's in my fridge, I will actually use it. And I've only been doing this for like this is my third week of doing a meal planning system in my bullet journal. because I never really thought about doing that until I was like, I want to keep track of what I'm eating, and I started doing it digitally in Evernote. But then I started forgetting to open Evernote, and I open my bullet journal every day unless I forget. That rarely happens, by the way, because I journal in it, especially my personal journal. I was like, why don't I just plan my meals in my journal so I can't forget? So yeah, I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. This is the 3rd week, and I'm very proud of myself because I kept it going. Here we go. That wasn't that pretty because I'm missing some ink here. That's because on the pages underneath there's so much collaging going on that my pages are not laying flat anymore. So I often, when I use my left page, I can't really stamp well because the ground underneath, or the paper underneath, is so uneven. It's hard to stamp like a good print. But we're gonna make this an inventory. Got my little stamp set. You guys know I love this stamp set. Jesus Lord Almighty. Yep. So, planning my meals the last 2 weeks actually went better than I thought it would go. I thought I was gonna forget it. But I actually really checked my journal every day to see what I had planned to eat. And I almost ate everything in my fridge. I only threw one thing away. So, and that had a good reason, because I got sick and I wasn't able to eat it. How do you spell inventory, you guys? Like, I think I know, but I don't want to do this wrong. So let me check. I already made a mistake. I wrote inventory. See, that's why I had to check before. Oh my god. Right. So for the people who are like, why don't you know your English? Well, English is my 2nd language. So even though I speak it very well and I write it very well, I sometimes have to check. Because in my mind, I'm constantly translating back and forth from English to Dutch and from Dutch to English. So yeah, it's not... Jesus Christ. I'm gonna use a new page. No, I'm not. I'm gonna finish this. Whatever. These are my practice pages, so... And I'm also talking to you guys, so I'm probably gonna make a few more mistakes because I'm not good at multitasking. I don't know who came up with the idea that women are good at multitasking. Well, maybe some women are, but I'm not. So yeah, I go back and forth in my brain from Dutch to English and English to Dutch. So in my journal, you will see different kinds of texts in different languages. Because I can, without realizing it, I will go from Dutch to English when I'm journaling. Sometimes the first few sentences are in English, and then the other ones are all in Dutch, or the other way around. Or sometimes it is all in Dutch or all in English. So it's a little, I don't know, all over the place. But I make it work. As long as I can read it. No one else has to read it. My handwriting is terrible, by the way. I'm working on it. But I think no one else can read it but me. Sometimes I cannot even read my own handwriting. So that's how bad it gets. So inventory looks a little sad. I feel like we need to put a sticker here later because it looks a little empty. But I'll do that later. Right, so this is my inventory. Like you can see, I did vegetables, fruit, protein, and carbs. I feel like I need to do 2 columns. I think that would be better. So let's figure out how to do that. We've got a ruler. So I think I want to use the 8. That's a nice thick point. It's a little less thick than the 1, which I used for this one, but I kind of didn't like that these lines were so thick. I want them a little bit thinner. So, yep. think we're gonna draw a line over here. Do you recognize the feeling of regret as soon as you've just put in like a line or a sticker? I feel like I'm already regretting this because I felt like I wanted to do like a bit of a different layout for my headers and stuff, but we already did it, so we're gonna have to live with it. Oh my god. And now we've got to find a middle. 13. There's no middle of 13. Oh, 7.5 would be like the middle of 13, wasn't it? Wouldn't it be that? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So apparently this is the middle. Okay. I already messed it up. Oh no. Whatever, we're just gonna keep going now because this is a chat and chill. And this is apparently also a accept your mistakes video. Oh, but this is why I'm testing out all kinds of layouts in my personal journal, because this is my personal journal. Jesus, this is my personal journal. It's not gonna be the journal that I'm gonna use next year for all my daily tasks for work and life. So it doesn't really matter that this one's a little bit flipped, because as you can see, this is the personal journal spread that I did last for November. It's already on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. These are prettier pages than like my daily to-do stuff, because that just needs to be minimalistic and practical, I feel like. All right. Ooh, Jesus. So I bought this pastel set by Tombow. I'm really liking the colors. I used these two for the last spread. I really like that color combo. I feel like I want to do this color combo. No, I want to do green, because I want to do something with like green washi tape. So I feel like we need some green, and maybe I can make these acrylograph pens work that I got from my Arch and Olive mystery box for Friday the 13th. Maybe we can make that work. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. I need some inspiration. All right. So I'm just gonna do whatever I did last time because my brain is drawing a blank. So what I did last time is I made like a header. Yeah, so let me just do like a little bit of a color wash. Yup. And then we're gonna stamp over that. Seems like a safe idea that I cannot mess up, although So first up, I'm doing veggies because for me that is the most important type of food or food group in my fridge right now, because I want to start eating more keto like I used to do. Not full-on keto, because I did full-on keto for like 3 years and it's a lovely lifestyle, but it doesn't fit the lifestyle I have right now. And I feel like the way you eat should work with you instead of against you. So that's why I am putting my veggies and proteins first, and I'm putting a little less emphasis on my carbs, because Lord knows I already ate enough carbs. Yeah. So for the people who also follow my personal YouTube channel, which is like my main channel, link in the first comment below, they know that I had a depression. I already like fixed that. Like I've been out of a depression for 1.5 years, or yeah, I've been out of it for a while now, and I won't get depressed anytime soon, because it was just, for me, the depression, it was linked to something that happened in my life, and that thing will not happen again, because I took some measures. So vegetables, fruit. I don't have fruit right now, so I'm gonna be smart about this and not gonna create a category for fruit. Oh, I do have fruit, because bell peppers are fruit. Okay, so we're gonna do one for fruit. So for me, the depression was linked to some things that happened in my life, which will not happen again. So it's highly unlikely that I'll get depressed again, because the events were so unique. But it did cause me to eat a lot of things that aren't so healthy, because apparently, you know, everyone has their own way of coping with things. And before I knew it, eating was my way of coping with things. And it's getting better. When I'm not stressed, I don't think about snacking at all. But when I am stressed, I do. So my main point in life is to make sure I'm not stressed, because it's also good for the chronic eczema that I have. Because chronic eczema is often, you know, inflamed by stress, or it starts because of stress. So we need to watch out for that. All right, so I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did last time. I'm gonna use this pen. It's a Sarasa. Hello? Can we just... Oh, hello? It's focusing. Yes. It is a Sarasa mark-on pen. Because I am a very visual person, so I use markers, as you may be able to tell, to cross out what I eat. But if you do not use a mark or a pen that's like marker proof, it's gonna smudge and smear, which has happened to me in this entire journal. So I finally got these pens, and they're amazing. So the veggies that I have are, yeah, what veggies do I have? I have a yellow bell pepper. I have an orange bell pepper. I don't know why the accent comes out, but it does. What else do I have? Right, so, oh no, I made a mistake. See, this is supposed to go under the fruit section. But I guess I'm so used to seeing bell peppers as veggies, I'm not gonna complain. So we have those, and what I'm doing is I'm putting in the produce that I have in order of how long it's been in my fridge. So the bell peppers really need to be eaten. Then I also have a courgette. How do you call a courgette in English? Is it a courgette? I don't know. If I find it, I will put it up on the screen, baby. So a courgette. I have some cabbage. In Dutch we say Chinese kool. In this case, that means Chinese cabbage. And I cannot eat that right now because my stomach is still upset. So I need to cut and freeze. Right. What else do I have in my fridge when it comes to the veggies? I don't know. Let me check real quick. Okay, I have a lot of stuff that I didn't get to finish last week. So we've got rainbow carrots. And rainbow carrots are just carrots, like they're purple, they're red, orange, they're yellow. Did you know that originally carrots were purple, but that they manipulated it into turning orange? Or that's what I read in an article. I have no idea if it's actually true. I have shredded carrots. I just saw I had some, what are those called? Green onions for all of my Asian dishes, of course. Yeah. So I'll leave a couple of dots here because maybe I'll remember something, but then I'm gonna like draw a new line and add my carbs and protein, because protein is very important if you're trying to eat more low carb. So let's do that. So I don't like this uneven thing, but I want to make the most of the paper that I have. So I'm gonna put carbs here because maybe I will buy some fruits, but I have this fruit allergy. If you feel like Googling, Google for birch pollen allergy. It basically means I'm allergic to the birch tree and a lot of the fruits that belong to the birch tree family. And that's like apples, pears, nectarines, peaches, like a whole bunch of types of fruit that people eat a lot in daily life. I cannot eat. So there's only a few types of fruits that I can eat, like melons, banana, grapes, mango, and that's kind of it. There's probably more fruits, but I'm afraid to try because I don't want to choke up and die. So on the top of my head, those are the like 3 or 4 fruits that I can eat. So yeah. Okay, so for protein, we have chicken breast. I also have chicken breast in the freezer, so I'm gonna make a little note. And then I also have minced beef also in the freezer. But the main thing is salmon, but some fresh salmon, and that needs to be eaten by November 9th. So I should have put that on top, but I forgot, so we're gonna have to make this into one of those important task thingies. And then, ooh, child, we have so many carbs. We have a whole lot of carbs. But first thing are small potato cubes. Potato cubes. My mind is struggling going from Dutch to English. Potato cubes. We have some fresh pasta, but that's gonna be good for a really long time. But this is like the potato cubes need to be eaten like this week or Monday. Fresh pasta. We have a whole bunch of ramen, but that doesn't need to be eaten. And I also have a whole bunch of rice. So those are not necessarily things I have to eat, but see, All right, so this is kind of what I have right now. I have enough vegetables, I have enough protein, but I would like to add some fresh chicken here because I prefer eating a lot of chicken lately. I think it's because my body's asking for protein. So yeah, I do want to add like a little recipe tag here because I love trying new recipes and sometimes I forget what I want to try. So for recipes, I already know I bought this dolsot. It's one of those granite pots in which they create bibimbap. So I want to create, I don't think I'm going to spell this right, bibimbap, question mark. And I also want to make some summer rolls with the shredded carrot that I have left with some tuna and stuff and bell peppers. So these are the recipes that I have to do to finish my meals because that's why I bought all of this stuff. And then I also need to make some pasta. Not really a fan of pasta. I don't know why I bought it because I was like probably just shopping without a list and I bought it because it seemed like a good idea, but I don't really like pasta actually. And I also want to make some really nice ramen. Okay. All right, Alright, so right now I'm creating the boxes for the meals for every day of the week. I don't like how this looks, but I haven't found like a prettier way to do it. But I guess that's why a lot of people stop journaling, because they put this crazy amount of pressure on making all the spreads look pretty. And you know, that's fun. You know, having great aesthetics in your journal is fun, but first and foremost, I personally feel like a journal should be practical and actually help you out in daily life. So screw pretty aesthetics. Making sure that your journal is actually helpful is very important, because I assume that's why you bought it, because you want to get some goodness out of it. So yeah, what was that? Yeah, I was gonna make this line right here. And I have to be honest, I do get annoyed by my spreads sometimes because they're not perfect. And when I mean perfect and pretty in my mind is that it doesn't look clutterish. So I'm a very visual person, like I said. I need things to be in boxes. I need clear lines. I don't need clutter. So this, for example, that this is not as even as this on this side. This is throwing me. This is gonna annoy me all flipping week, but I'm trying to let it go. I don't know why I'm spanking my journal. I also thought about it, maybe you've tried it before, so if it worked, let me know. I thought an inventory list might be working better if I do it like Alistair method style, where you have all of your inventory on the left and then you just draw lines to the days of the weeks on the right, so that you can even easier see what you have and when you want to eat something. But maybe it's not good, you know, maybe it doesn't work at all, but if you have tried it, let me know. All right, so it's time to put in the breakfast, lunch, and dinner boxes. And we're gonna do days of the weeks on the side, obviously. I did this last week and I was like, why don't you just color in like one complete line? Just make like one straight line. And for some reason, I didn't do it again. So when my brain is used to something, it is used to something. Okay, so well, Sunday is the last day of the week, so that's where we're gonna begin. Sunday. Saturday. And I messed that up. Friday. And you may have noticed that I didn't put in any snacks. That's because I don't want to even put my mind into thinking about snacks. I really want to stay away from that. I know I have a lot of snacks in the cupboard, but if I don't see them in my journal, I've noticed that my brain doesn't even go there about, you know, thinking about eating snacks. So what I do next, what I have here in my inventory has to go into my planning. And if I miss something, like in this case, I miss fruit, I need to like obviously go and buy that, but I have a grocery list on my phone and it works perfectly. So I'm not gonna make a grocery list in here because I'm never going to take my journal with me to the grocery store. I really do that on my phone. So I also do intermittent fasting, and what I do is I have 36-hour fasts on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So actually 3 days of the week I do not eat because I do 36-hour fast. If you want to know more about that, there is a video about that on my main channel, which is Gaia Quintana, because that is my first name. So links in the first comment below. So what I'm gonna do here is write fasting 36 H, because then I know I'm like doing a 36-hour fast, or at least attempting to. Yesterday I was well on my way, but then we went to the Asian supermarket and I bought a bunch of tasty stuff, and I was like, I can go for 36 hours, but I was at 24 hours and I had some snacks like I showed you in the beginning of this video, and I was like, I just want to enjoy it. It was a really good Saturday and I didn't feel like fasting because I had some snacks in the fridge and I did not want to wait. So I rarely eat breakfast, so I'm gonna skip that. But I feel like for lunch tomorrow on Monday, I want to do this recipe I saw on Imamu Room. She has this really cool YouTube channel where she does Hus Bento, so bento boxes for her husband, hence the name Hus Bento. Pretty cute. Yellow bell pepper. And she did this thing with fried rice and bell peppers, so I'm gonna do that. Fried rice. Dinner. I don't think I'm gonna have the power to do like the dulsat bibimbap thing. Pronouncing it really bad, by the way. But I think maybe some Korean rice balls and some rainbow carrots. And my handwriting is even worse than usual because of my filming setup. I have to like extend my arm very far. So yeah, not really working so well. Yeah, let me think about what I'm gonna put in here. Alright, so this is as far as I got for, I think I got to like Friday, and yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat on Friday. It also depends on my mood, because Friday's like a snack night, don't you think so? Like the night before your weekend starts. I do quickly want to like do a little bit of an embellishment here just because I feel like it. I usually don't do that in these practical journals, but you know, we're chatting, we're chilling, and I want to do this. So this washi tape has like a nice stamp design and I really like it, so I want to use this. But I have to find the beginning, of course. There we go. Cute little design. And I wanted to put something here. So let's find a little sticker for that. I found these fuzzy stickers really fast. These were on top in my drawer and they're like soft and fuzzy. They're so fuzzy. So I thought I'd do like this little pineapple because it has some green which goes with the theme. So let's put this little pineapple right here. This brings like the 5-year-old out of me. It's like, ooh, cute. All right, so this is my meal plan setup for the second week of November. I should stamp this because that's what I always do. I'm gonna use my little date stamper to date the pages because I like knowing when I made something. So this was on November 7th. Here we go. And this is my meal planning setup for the second week of November in 2021. As you may be able to tell, it's not very pretty. It's practical. It helps me brain dump all of the things that are in my mind when it comes to what is in my inventory, in my fridge, and my cupboards, and what I want to make with that and actually eat. And then also my intermittent fasting plan. And that's all on these 2 pages. I like seeing this for the entire week because it means I don't have to like go through my entire journal to see one day at a page. I can now just see everything in one glance. And hopefully it inspired you to also, you know, work on your journal, whether it's your personal or your business or like your tracker journal. I hope it inspired you to actually use it and not feel bad about the way it looks, because as you may be able to tell, mine doesn't look so pretty, but it's practical and it works. So I hope you liked me taking you on a journey, because this page will probably evolve in the coming year because I'll get better at meal planning and creating the style and everything, because this is just like the 3rd time that I did this. So I'm gonna develop my own style through testing and trying, and hopefully you do too. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be next Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.